Have you ever found yourself drowning in a sea of commitments, where your days feel like an unending checklist of tasks and obligations, with hardly a moment to breathe? Maybe you're trying to juggle work, family, personal growth, and social life all at once. This overwhelming sense of being pulled in multiple directions isn't just a modern plight. Even centuries ago, people felt this very same pressure. But what if there was a way to bring calm to this chaos, to find tranquility and focus amidst the noise? This is where the wisdom of Stoics like Marcus Aurelius can guide us. They offer timeless principles that help us reclaim our sense of peace and purpose, even in today's busy world. Let's delve into a moment from the life of Marcus Aurelius himself, a figure whose very existence seemed to personify the balance we all strive for. Picture the bustling city of Rome, where Marcus, the Roman emperor, faced the insurmountable pressures of leading an empire at war. He had to manage political strife within the Senate, face personal tragedies like the loss of children, and bear the heavy weight of leading a vast and diverse set of territories. Despite these challenges, Marcus found solace and clarity from within. Every morning, he would rise early, not to attend court or plan a military campaign, but to write. In the quiet moments of dawn, he penned his thoughts in what would later be known as Meditations, a journal of his reflections rooted deeply in Stoic philosophy. This habit helped him stay grounded, channeling his energy not into the uncontrollable external events, but into mastering his reactions and perceptions. By focusing on what he could control, Marcus Aurelius transformed his leadership and personal life, guiding himself and his empire through turbulent times. The core Stoic philosophy starts with the understanding of what's within our control and what's not. At its heart, Stoic philosophy presents a straightforward yet profound premise: the distinction between what you can change and what you cannot. This principle, often referred to as the dichotomy of control, is about focusing your energy only on aspects of life you can influence. Everything else, no matter how significant it may seem, should be met with acceptance. The Stoics teach that you cannot control events themselves, but you can control your reaction to those events. Imagine standing in a storm. You cannot stop the rain and wind, but you can choose whether you allow yourself to be chilled by it or find shelter. You can decide if you see it as a trial or an opportunity to practice endurance and resilience. For instance, Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who began life in servitude, often emphasized this idea by saying, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This means developing the discipline to direct your focus internally rather than externally. Consider this in the context of criticism. If someone criticizes your work at your job, the event itself is out of your control. However, whether you dwell on it, use it constructively, or allow it to affect your self-esteem is entirely your choice. The philosophy extends further to the concept of amor fati, or love of fate. This means embracing everything that happens in your life, the good, the bad, and the mundane, as essential threads in the fabric of your existence. It encourages you to see each event as an opportunity, even if it comes wrapped in adversity. Seneca, another great Stoic thinker, often spoke about how setbacks and challenges were not only to be endured but welcomed as chances to cultivate virtue and strength. Consider how in today's world, unexpected challenges like a job loss or a relationship ending might seem devastating at first. Yet, through the lens of amor fati, these events can be perceived as gateways to new paths and growth opportunities you might not have considered otherwise. But how do we bring these ancient ideas into our morning routines? Imagine yourself waking up tomorrow, ready to tackle a burgeoning to-do list. Instead of diving headlong into the storm, you pause. First, take a moment of quiet to reflect on what truly matters for the day. Start by employing a technique Marcus Aurelius often used: journaling your thoughts. Grab a notebook and jot down your intentions for the day, focusing on what is within your power to achieve. Write about the virtues you wish to embody when facing challenges, like patience and courage. This small act helps align your focus on internal strengths rather than external uncertainties. Next, practice the art of negative visualization. Before stepping into your busy schedule, spend a few minutes imagining the day ahead. Picture potential obstacles you might face: a traffic jam, a difficult conversation, or a delay in your work project. By anticipating these challenges, you mentally prepare yourself to face them with calm and composure. You're not hoping for them to happen, but preparing yourself for the possibility, reducing their impact if they do occur. This exercise helps train your mind to remain stable and resilient, no matter what the day throws your way. As the day unfolds and you encounter stress or frustration, practice the Stoic technique of mindfulness. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, focus on how you can respond rather than dwelling on the problem itself. For example, if a coworker is causing unnecessary stress, you can't change their behavior, but you can choose to maintain your professionalism and stay focused on your tasks. Redirecting your energy this way reduces anxiety and keeps you in control of your emotional response. Incorporate gratitude as another daily ritual. Before winding down for bed, reflect on 3 things that went well in your day. Even if the day was challenging, finding small pockets of positivity helps cultivate a mindset of contentment and appreciation. This gratitude practice, encouraged by the Stoics, shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, fostering a sense of fulfillment and peace. Finally, the importance of community and perspective cannot be overstated. Discuss these principles with friends or family. Sharing your reflections helps solidify your understanding and application of Stoic wisdom. It also broadens your perspective, offering insights you might not arrive at alone. This collaborative reflection is akin to the Stoic practice of philosophical discourse, where discussing ideas helps refine and reinforce your own beliefs and practices. As you embrace these practices, remember that the path to becoming a modern Stoic is a journey, not a destination. The essence of Stoicism is progressing steadily, learning to respond to life with wisdom and serenity. While the path may vary for each of us, the guidance from Stoic philosophy remains steadfast. In essence, Stoic philosophy encourages us to cultivate an inner fortress of equanimity, regardless of life's tumult. By focusing on what we can control, practicing gratitude, and preparing for life's hiccups with calmness, we can transform our daily experiences into a practice of personal growth and resilience. As you move forward, consider the words of Marcus Aurelius, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Embrace this mindset and let it guide you to a life of greater peace and purpose, one thoughtful step at a time.